So almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod in this one, Carlos Rodon.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
Inside, just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
The count's full.
And a 3-2. Stays alive. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Now it's going to be Andy Pajes. Runner at first with no outs here. Right through there for a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
That one carrying. Going, gone. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. Here's Byron Buxton.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Batting fourth, the third baseman,
Here's Royce Lewis. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. Donovan. Tosses to first. One out in the top of the first. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
That's inside. And that's ball one.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Just off the inside edge.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
Man at second. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that's a fair ball. Here comes Buxton flying around third. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Logan O'Hoppe at the plate now. That's ball one. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And there's two away. Ty France, the next twin up to hit.
Ty France.
Witt. They take the force out, and that is the inning. This is Bryce Terang. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to first. One up, one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Bobby Witt Jr. now. He was drafted second overall by the Royals in 2019. Adley Rutschman was the only player taken ahead of him.
Yeah, he was part of a really good crop of shortstops. Bobby was the first one taken, but C.J. Abrams, Bryson Stott, Anthony Volpe, and Gunnar Henderson were all...
Oh, gets dirty. Gathers and throws. And safe. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Just elite level speed on display right there, and he needed every bit of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Just missed. On the corner for a strike, and the count even at 1.
One ball.
Witt, the runner at first, with one gone in the inning. This one in the air. LeMahieu settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Aaron Judge at the plate. Big time power. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
Ball 1.
Safe at second, and that was not close. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at second, 2 down. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now Bader up to the plate. And that drops in for a strike. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
DJ LeMahieu in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Outside.
Ball, that's outside.
2-0. 1 out, base is empty. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a run. It's 4-0. So the lineup flips over, and here comes Carlos Correa. Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Bellinger in a full sprint makes the grab for the 2nd out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. He's got it, and that is that. Back now in the Bronx. Now the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. Yeah, that's fouled off. Liner snagged it first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Just missed. That's hard hit on the line. Buxton makes the play. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Ben Rice, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Now at the plate, Zach McKinstry. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Back at Yankee Stadium, on to the third inning. And now, Byron Buxton. Rodon back to work. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. See you later. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip. Royce Lewis, the next twin up to hit. Bellinger makes the grab, one down. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. RBI single his last time up. Chisholm has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Logan O'Hoppe, the next twin up to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one in the dirt, and it's 1-0.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Bellinger on the move towards foul ground. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in New York, and now it's Keibert Ruiz.
The catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
First pitch, just misses. In the air, left field, down the line. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. He swings and fouls one off. Ruiz leads off second with nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. Bader flashes the leather on the run and catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
To third, Lewis. To first, and Witt is out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Buxton makes the catch, and the inning is over. Back in the Bronx, start of the fourth, and now Ty France.
Ty France.
Well, these Twins doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Chisholm ranging into the alley and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. So here's Bader now. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first. And Bader is out. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. He's already homered here in this one.
LeMahieu.
Makes the sliding stop. Fires to first. And they get the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. In now is the Yankees DH, Aaron Judge.
Hitter, Aaron Judge.
On the ground. Oh, nice play. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 1 so far. Back up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. On the ground right side. 4, 6, out. 3 double play. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Just missed.
Well, these Twins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Bellinger nabs it, and there's one away. So up next, Andy Pages. He's already homered in this game.
Pages.
Bellinger puts it away, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Almost got him.
1 strike.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. 2 outs, base is empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. The throw, and very nicely done for the out. Back in New York, and now it's going to be Ben Rice. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs. I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
The 0-2. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the left fielder, Zach McKinstry. There's the strike.
0-1.
Trying to move him over here. Bare hands it. Tough play. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, catcher
Keibert Ruiz now at the plate. That
Ball
one misses.
inside.
1-0.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Nope.
Just missed.
2-0.
Rice on third. McKinstry at first with no outs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. That one in there across the letters.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Full count.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. Runner on the go. Got him swinging.
And that's a
No throw, safe at second. Back to the top of the Yankee order. And up next for New York, Bryce Terang. 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball left side.
Nope,
and
foul
that's
ball.
just foul. Second and third, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And he grounds one to the right side. The throw to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 2.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Ball 1 on a
that's
pitch inside. 2 outs with a runner at third. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And it hits the fence. In comes the run from third. It's 5-2.
Touchdown.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Oh,
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Ohapi pulls it down, and that's the 3rd out. Back at Yankee Stadium, top 6. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. Rodon back to work. There's the strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And that gets down for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
No ball.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And here is Logan Ohapi. Out of here. And they add a couple more. It's 7-2. So digging in, Ty France. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Witt throws to first in time. So 2 down now, and here is Harrison Bader.
Now batting, the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
That's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
And that one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Gets it to first, and that'll do it. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. And that misses. Ball 1.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
And Judge spoils that one. Judge waits. On the ground right side. France takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now
next to hit, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan.
Fly ball down the line. Bader. 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. And the batter now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive.
No balls,
this has been a treat to watch.
And the 0-2. And ball 1. Out to center. Buxton squeezes it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back for more from the Bronx. Top of inning number 7. And now for the Twins, DJ LeMahieu.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 28, Trevor Rogers.
And delivers outside. Splits the plate, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Witt zips it across. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Here's Carlos Correa.
Now batting, shortstop Carlos Correa.
Terang tosses to first. That takes care of Correa. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. And it's into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Up next for Minnesota, the center fielder.
So runner at second, 2 down.
Buxton.
Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. Fastball for a strike. And that one is inside ball 1. That's down. One hops off the wall. Run comes in from second, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Hit hard, base hit. Here comes Buxton flying around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. 2 outs, runner at first. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. McKinstry makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium, now Ben Rice. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Foul. That ball's foul.
And that one hammered. That's back. Gone! That ball was crushed. He sends it out of here. It's 9-3. And next for New York, Zach McKinstry. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Keibert Ruiz will hit next. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Buxton moves under it. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. In the air, left field. Bader snags it, and that ends the inning. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to begin the 8th, and now the Twins catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker as a hitter. You've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield, got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
And it finds its way through for a hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Squirts away a little bit. And the runner holds. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. France stands at first with 1 out. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the drop.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. And they tack on to their lead.